Okay, so where do I start? Well, first of all, as a lifelong fan of the series, I just wanted to throw out there that there may be some opinions in here that aren't necessarily popular, but they're mine, so, you know, whatever. It took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do for my first breakaway video, and I knew I wanted it to be important, especially to me, so I figured I would do it on Mega Man 11, but that game is so middle of the road for me that I don't think I could do it justice in a 10-minute video. So I decided to do it on something marginally more important, and I chose the entire Zelda series as a whole. Now I understand that this is a monumental feat, and as a die-hard fan I can assure you that I've poured every ounce of my heart into this video, so just hear me out. This video is going to contain spoilers for all the Zelda games, so just like, don't be an idiot. Go play Breath of the Wild and come back. First of all, let's talk about the timeline. You probably think I'm going to poop all over it, and you'd be correct, sort of. It's always been a popular thing to do, to make fun of the Zelda timeline, saying it was a lazy retcon that they slapped together when Nintendo was asked if Zelda games were connected chronologically. And my guess is they really like the sound of that, despite the fact that games since then have made no effort whatsoever to suggest that these games are connected to each other, particularly in the latest game, Breath of the Wild, which apparently, canonically, falls at the end of all 3 timelines. Are you f***ing kidding me? That does polish up some things for the series, saying that no matter what happens, no matter what timeline we go down, Twink of the Wild is always fated to battle Ganon's final form and defeat it. Like, seriously, he's not coming back from this one. He's dead, like, all the way. Probably. I mean, we thought that before, so this does 2 things for the Zelda universe. It gives the series a clean slate for any sequels to Breath of the Wild while simultaneously giving us closure over the Ganon arc in all 3 timelines. And I think that's really important because for Ganon's permanent death to be as impactful as it is, he needs to be dead in all 3 timelines, to be honest. And that all sounds very nice and convenient, but that doesn't change the fact that aside from a few blatant sequels, the games never should have been connected together in a timeline to begin with. The stories are what they're called, legends. They should have stayed non sequitur, or who's to say that all these different stories aren't just retellings of the same adventure? They all have reoccurring characters, a similar great evil, the same world, and the same overarching story. Sure, there's some like Wind Waker or Skyward Sword that are obviously vastly different, but just look at how Ocarina of Time, A Link to the Past, Minish Cap, Oracle of Ages, Twilight Princess, Zelda 2, and even the original Legend of Zelda have so many similar world and story elements that who's to say they aren't the same story? What if Zelda 1 is the earliest telling of the story, without all the added and extra details? Or maybe it's the oldest rendition, with some of the story lost to time? What if Ocarina of Time is just a romantic retelling of the original story? Maybe kept in a book in the Hyrule Library. A story told of a brave young boy that came from nowhere to fight against all odds, even against time itself, to save his princess and kingdom. What if stories like A Link to the Past, or Link's Awakening, or Minish Cap are told through fairy tales to kids at an early age? A story of a hero fighting against the greatest evil the kingdom has ever faced, filled with such whimsy to teach kids that no matter how big your struggle is, you need only to have the courage to overcome it. And that makes me wonder one thing: why wouldn't Nintendo go this route to begin with, since it's the more obvious of the 2 options? And the answer I keep coming up with is that it also kind of seems like a cop-out. They wanted to take the hard road. They wanted to make something great from this series and really tried to think about how it could all connect together. But at the end of the day, whether they wanted it to connect together or not, in one long timeline or one grand story, whether it was supposed to connect at all, I think the thing that should matter most is the memories they've all given us and the place that Zelda has in our timelines. I remember rainy Sunday afternoons, playing 4 Swords on the Game Boy with my little brother, and not realizing I was taking that time for granted. We're both grown now, and we live thousands of miles apart, but no matter how far away we get from each other, in distance or in time, we'll have those memories, always. Zelda will always be the one series that can pull me back, to make me feel like a kid again, because they capture so perfectly the sense of wonder and excitement that fairy tales can bring, but delivered in such a way that you can experience it firsthand, and that's brilliant. I've never been a huge fan of the official timeline, but if this is the route that Nintendo insists on taking, I support it. To be honest, it's kind of cool that the paths converge at the end of the timeline to make way for Destiny, even if they planned for that from the beginning or not. So, I'm hopeful, and I'm thankful for 33 years of adventure, so here's to 33 more. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching, and I just wanted to thank you guys for 100 subscribers. It only took me 7 years to get here, and I wanted to make sure this video was a good one. Maybe I'll make more tangent videos like this in the future. There might be something to look forward to. But that's all for now, and don't forget to let me know what you think in the comments. Take it easy, paisanos. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye. Maybe I'll be Tracer.